we have our top three. Last week, I asked you guys to vote on basically the next three strains that I'm going to get on my prescription. The way that that worked was I wanted people to comment what you wanted me to try, and the top three liked comments I would then purchase on my next prescription. Hello, YouTube world. My name is Kady. If you're new around here and this is the first time you're seeing me, then welcome. But like most of you I know, this is not the first time you're seeing me, so of course, welcome back, love. So, like I said, we do have our winners, and I am going to reveal those to you, but I'm also going to go into a little bit about what I think they're going to be, basically, how I'm going to tier list them before I've even tried them, because I've looked on MedBud. We'll go over it in this video just slightly. It's not going to be a very long video, probably 10 minutes or something like that. And we'll go over it, but I just find it interesting. You'll see when we get into it. Right, so the least popular strain that still came out at number 3 is the Peace Naturals Sour Atomic Grapefruit. This had 12 upvotes. So like I said, this came in last, but I mean, it's still fairly good, right? Because I've gone over to MedBud here, I've had a little look, and it does look fairly good. T30, so you're looking at 30%. However, if we go down to the terpene profile here, which I will throw up here next to me, well done to those 12 people who voted for this, because you are true OG fans. You obviously know exactly what I'm looking for in a strain, and you have found that within this one, because that is a shit ton of limonene, and that is exactly what I like. Pair that with the humulene as well. Usually that does pretty well for me. I'm quite a piney sort of flavoury girl, so if there was some pinene in there, that'd be fine. But this looks like a good, strong contender. So well done to those that have chosen the Peace Naturals Atomic Sour Grapefruit. You will see that on one of the upcoming review videos next. And in second position is another Peace Naturals, and this one is the Wedding Cake. So this got 14 upvotes, and the Peace Naturals Wedding Cake is a T27, so it's a 27% indica hybrid. I didn't tell you what the Peace Naturals Sour Atomic Grapefruit was, so that is a hybrid. So hybrid for the Atomic Sour Grapefruit, and indica hybrid for the Wedding Cake. That's my dog snoring if you can hear it in the background. So going down and looking at the terpene profile here, not sure about this one. Obviously, we're gonna, order it. This is second, so you guys are obviously liking this one for a reason. So I'm gonna give this one a go, but I don't know whether this is gonna be my top in my tier list here. And then finally, at number 1, with a whopping 29 upvotes. Like, holy shit, that's a major difference between the 12 for number 3 and 29 for this one. So, yeah, 420 Farmer Black Cherry Punch. That came out at number 1. And going over to MedBud here, it's quite interesting that you guys have made this number 1, because it's actually cultivated in Portugal. We all know the problem with Portugal, right? We all know how Portugal flower can come out. So the 2-piece naturals are from Canada. And the top one that you guys have chosen is cultivated in Portugal. So I'm really confused, about it. However, this is an indica hybrid at 24%. And this is the top one that you have chosen. It's Black Cherry Punch from 420. So this will be on my next prescription. You will get a review out of this. And scrolling down to the terpenes here, you can see that this is just a straight 25 each for the 4 that you can see here. So that's interesting. I've done really well with balanced strains like this before, with the terpenes kind of balanced out in this way. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not a fan of mishmash terpenes, you know what I mean, when they've got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's just a fucking pie wheel of just mess. Not a fan of that. So this is going to be interesting to see because they are all very different in their own respect. Especially, you know, the black cherry punch coming out of Portugal. So just to recap, we have 420 Farmer Black Cherry Punch in pole position number 1. We have the Peace Naturals Wedding Cake at number 2 and the Peace Naturals Atomic Sour Grapefruit at number 3. So these are your next new reviews that will be on my channel. I have no idea when each of them are going to come in because one of them's £8 a gram, one of them's £8.50. I can't afford to get all of it at once. I'm in a situation right now that's just bad financially, so I don't know when they're going to come out, but these are going to be my next strains, so be on the lookout for the next review videos. And I also wanted to add in here that I have spoken to my clinic about the upcoming video review thing basically, and they are very happy for me to film it and put it onto the channel to help you guys understand just kind of how that process goes. You know, I know some of you are not new to the medical, you've been doing reviews quite often, but you've got to remember there's a lot of new patients that are coming and finding my videos still now, you know, 5 years after it's been legalized, and they've not had a review because it's their first time they've even got the medical. And I know it's quite daunting because if you remember, I don't know what you were like when you first started, but when I first was going through all of this, I legitimately thought it was a scam. Hands up if you thought it was a scam too, because I fucking did. I didn't think I was going to get it at all. I was like, what? Do you know what? I'm willing to waste the money to prove to myself that this isn't real, right? And I was dead set on it. So if I had lost the money, I kind of already prepared myself for it. But lo and behold, it turned up at my door. It was a disgusting sativa-based rank strain. I can't even remember what it was. It's on my Instagram, so no, I actually deleted it, so forget that. It was horrendous when I first started. So going from that to now this, new patients have no idea, right, of what this process is and if it's a scam or not. So look forward to that video as well. I'm not sure when it's going to come out because I don't know when the clinic are free to sort of do it and everything. My review is coming up, it is due. So obviously I'll have to get my review done before I can put in a prescription. You know how it works, those who do know how it works anyway. So, I have gone on for far too long. I told myself that this video would be less than 10 minutes, and I think I'm on the ballpark for that. So, thank you so much to everybody that voted in my last video. Much appreciated to everybody that's come along, subscribers. Really appreciate you guys just growing my small channel. If you haven't already and, you know, you watch my content and you think, well, fuck it, I might as well subscribe, hit that button right now. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. But above all else, if you would like to like the video, I'd appreciate that too. It helps me out. And I will see you next week in the next video, which I have no idea what's going to be yet. Bye.